Hey, do you have a sec? Hey, it's Christian. It's day 5 of the Christmas Fitness Advent Calendar, December 20th. That means 5 days left, including today, before Christmas, and we have now a total of 20 moves in 5 blocks on this workout. We're adding a new strength move today, but I'll tell you more about that in a second. I managed to get back outside today to do my workout, just in a break in the weather as it switched and started to rain. So partway through it started sprinkling on me, and partway through my battery also died in the camera. I started out with 2 bars and I thought I had enough to get all the way through it. Turns out it didn't. It died as I just started the push-ups, so I realized after I finished the push-ups that it was toast, and I went and got another battery and redid the push-ups. So I was a little bit burnt by the end of that one second round, but we get through it. So let's start with today's strength move, which is the tricep skifer. Now, I also noticed in reviewing the video that my form on the tricep skifer was not really up to what it should have been. The goal here is to start on a seated position with your hands beside your hips, your elbows pointed back, and you want to lift your butt up so you're kind of in like a table position, and then you dip your arms down and you lower your butt a bit to get a better range of motion, and you're working your triceps. Now, I noticed that my hips were not high enough when I was in the up position. And if you can, get a pair of push-up stands or a pair of dumbbells to do this, because it can really help increase the range of motion by giving you that just a little bit higher lift off the ground. So it's important that you get into a high table and then drop your butt and bend your arms at the same time. Don't do one or the other, do them both. So let's get started here. Grab your mat, grab your stuff. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is all about movement. This is not about speed. This is about your form. So make sure you're working your triceps by getting that dip down. You might need to readjust if your position is too close, if your hands are too close to your hips, or they're too far away, or if you notice that you're just not getting yourself up and down in a smooth movement. I know sometimes it can be a little hard. For me, it was difficult on the squishy mat, but keep working. You got 4 seconds left here, so just practice this one. You got 4 more days to get it right. 10-second transition here as we go into that isometric move, the chair leg lift that we started yesterday. So get yourself into a chair position, drop your butt low, and go. Lift the one leg up and hold that arms over your head and hold the chair. You want to you're working your muscles through holding this pose. You got 4 seconds. We want to transition to the other leg, so switch it up in 2, 1, and go. Switch legs, and you want to just keep the lifted leg with the foot flexed and the knee slightly higher than your other leg. The higher you can lift it, the better you're gonna work the hip flexor. You're done in 3 seconds, 2, 1, and get your mat, get on the ground. We're going into that bicycle twist. You're gonna lay back and get one side up, and you're gonna twist over in 3, 2, 1, and go. This is about maintaining a crunch and working your obliques. So get your knuckles beside your temples. Don't pull on your neck, don't pull your head. And you want to twist your elbow to the outside of your knee if you can. Inside is okay if you don't have quite the range, but maintain that twist and hold. Keep your shoulder blades off the ground, alternating your legs, pointing your toes if you can. If you want a bit more of a challenge, point your toes up at like a 40-degree angle, 45-degree angle. You're done here in 2 seconds, and hop on up. Next up, we're going into the burpee. So if you want to use your mat for your hands, it's entirely up to you. Get 3 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Now, the burpee, as I've said over the last few days, is all about speed here. So if your modification is to step back and forth and then just stand up on your tiptoes, that's okay. You don't need to have a high impact move here of jumping back and forth and then doing a jump knee tuck thing. I prefer just a hop back and up and then a just straight up jump. So make sure you bend your knees when you land. If you're jumping, just take that impact out. You're done in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and done. Take your 30 seconds here to breathe. You finished 1 full block of work. Feel good about what you're doing so far, and you've only got 4 more blocks to go. So keep working through this. Take your deep breath as you relax here. We're gonna go into the single leg marching bridge next. So I want you to get your mat out and lay down on the ground. Relax here for half a second as we prepare. You're going in 4, 3, 2, 1, and get those hips off the ground and start marching those knees up towards your head. If you want to use your arms to help lift your hips up. That's great. Flex your foot. That helps keep your leg at that 90-degree angle as you bring your knee towards your face. And you want to feel this in your hip flexors, in your back, in your glutes, in your core. There's a few places that you're going to be working, but the goal is here that you put your heel back down, not the flat foot, and just lift your leg up one at a time. You're done in 3, 2, 1, and done. So you're gonna flip over into the angry bear position. So it's on your hands and knees with your knees 2 inches off the ground, and get ready to start hopping in 2, 1, and go. Hop your feet out to one side, back to the center, and then out to the other side and back to center. If you need, the modification here is to step left and then right, but I find that that's almost harder than hopping. So my driveway was a little bit slippery again today, so my hops aren't as wide or as quick as I would normally do, but just keep them moving and you'll feel this just above the knees if you're doing it right. You want to keep your knees underneath your hips, just 2 inches off the ground. And you're done. 3, 2, 1, and done. Now we'll get that mat out again. We're going into the CY reach next. So just sit down and get a low seated position, low knees, and lean back. It's starting to C, go. You're gonna reach up to one side. This is working your obliques again, into the Y position, back down into your C, and then back up to the other side, twisting for the Y. Now you should feel this in your back and your core as well. You wanna straighten your arms out as high as you can, twisting as far around as you can when you sit up. And when you're reaching into the C position, you want to be laying back, working the lower part of your abs. You're done here in 5 seconds, so keep working. 3, 2, 1, and hop on up. Next, we're doing the diamond drill. Whether you're using 1 marker or 3 or just visualizing it, get ready to get going, get that rhythm happening. 2, 1, and go. So stepping out to one side, matching in the middle, and then stepping out again and then matching again. This is about agility. So it's a fast foot movement and you're gonna focus. And I tried my best and still managed to get one where I screwed up and started with the left instead of the right. I typically lead with the right foot, but that's okay. It can happen even to the best athletes, which I'm certainly not, but I keep trying. Anyway, 5 seconds left here, so keep working. 3, 2, 1, and you've got a 30-second break. So get your stuff out of the way, grab a quick little drink if you need to. Breathing in and out, you want to make sure that you are ready for the tricep push-up that comes up next. So if you want to get down on the ground to finish off this break, that's entirely up to you, but we're going to get ready because we've got 13 seconds and we're working hard. We want to breathe and relax in this rest period. So we're going at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin those tricep push-ups. Keep your hands close to your body. Your elbows are going to graze the sides as you dip down into the push-up. Drive your heels back and keep your core tight as you push. Now this is about your triceps as much as your chest in the push-up. So it's a tough move, and we've now got a couple of different tricep moves in the program. So it should be feeling good, but it should be hard. You're done here in 5 seconds, so keep working through it. 3, 2, 1, and done. Stand on up. We've got the Plyo Knee-pop next. So get ready on one side. Don't forget alternating at 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Move this one as fast as you can. As we've seen since the early days, this is about speed, not depth. You're not trying to get your deep lunge. You're not trying to pop your knee all the way up and do a really high jump. It's about just as soon as you bring that knee up, you shoot it back and then tap it. And you should have changed there at the 15-second mark. We are alternated back over to the other side and repeating the same thing as fast as you can, bending forward at the waist, but your chest and your eyes stay up. 2, 1, and done. Get back down onto the ground. We're going to the reaching sit-up. So lay back on your mat, get your hands over your head. We're going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Keeping your hands straight up as you can. It's tough, I know. I tend to angle them as I lean, but I think that's just the body mechanics. It's really hard to maintain them vertical. But sit up, keep your hands over your head, arch your back a little bit, and then lay back down, keeping your hands up the whole time. This takes the momentum out of your sit-up and makes it a little bit more challenging for you. So keep working hard. You sit up and work that core and then lay back down. Don't take too long at the bottom though. Done in 2, 1, and done. Stand up. We're going to finish off this block with the jumping jacks to really get the cardio up. And it's all about raising that heart rate again before the break. So 2, 1, and go. Move your arms and move your feet as fast as you can. If you can take a second here and speed it up. I will say this expression quite often: you can do anything for 30 seconds. You can do anything for a minute. This is a 30-second move. All of them are. And you should be able to work through them. Don't think of this entire thing as 10 minutes of hard work. Think of it as this is only 30 seconds. Jumping jacks, you've only got 6 seconds left now, so keep pushing hard and finish off this block. 3, 2, 1, and done. It's all about focusing the mind on being able to do it. If you say to yourself, I can't do 10 minutes worth of work, you won't be able to. But if you break it down into smaller chunks and say, I can do 30 seconds worth of jumping jacks, that's easy. Not everyone starts out being able to run a marathon. You start out being able to walk and then run a shorter distance and then run a greater distance. You have to build up to it. So working hard, you got 5 seconds left before YTWL. Let's continue to work hard here. So get those arms over your head with your hips bent, your knees bent, and you're working from the Y position to the T, elbows back for the W, and then flipped hands for the L. This is all about shoulder mobility. So I've included a variety of different exercises, be they a core move, a muscle move like a push-up, or something like this, which is about just keeping your shoulders in some kind of good shape by moving them around different angles. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and we're going into the tiptoe squats next, because we want to work a whole variety of muscles all over the body. 4 seconds here, so get your feet slightly wider than your hips and get up on those tiptoes. You've bent forward at the waist, arms are overhead, and you're bending, you're squatting down, and you want to just try and maintain that balance up as high on your toes as you can. I know some people are able to get way up under their toes. Maybe they're dancers, but I can't maintain it. It's hard. I lose my balance from side to side. But keep those arms extended, keep your back as flat as you can, and squat as deep as you can get. All the way back up into those tiptoes. You're done here in 3, 2, 1, and get down onto the mat. Get ready for that Sphinx leg lift. This is going to work the booty. That's what we want. So get ready to go. 3, 2, 1, and go. From the Sphinx plank with our elbows underneath our shoulders, hands are forward, we are getting our legs lifted one at a time, alternating, and it doesn't have to be a high lift, just get it up off the ground and squeeze your glutes as you do this. Squeezing your core, of course, to maintain that plank, but then lifting each leg, you're squeezing the glute to lift it up. You don't need to look at your feet, you can just look in front of you because you know where your feet are, way back at the other end, and just work and breathe. 2 seconds left, and done. So get up, we're going into the speed skater to finish this block. It's our second to last cardio move, so let's work hard here. Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Speed skate your way to the finish line here. You want to move fast, you want to kick your leg across behind the other knee as you cross back and forth, swinging your arms hard for momentum. So this is about a little bit of a twist in the body. You're keeping your hips bent forward, your chest and eyes are up, and you are swinging back and forth as you leap from side to side. Whether you're stepping far, stepping narrow, or just moving your feet fast, this is hard work. You're done. That's it. So take your 30-second break here to breathe.
Battery's telling me it's about to die. Hope it doesn't. Okay, so obviously that died somewhere into my push-ups. So let's do them again.
So we're going here in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now this is my second round of doing the push-ups because I said the little bit of a film glitch, and starting my timer and getting going and everything in combination, I kind of missed the first few seconds, but I already did 24 push-ups and I think I managed 16 in this one, so I did my fair share today, and I didn't finish quite in the second block. So all good, keep working hard here, elbows flaring out to 45 degrees, keep everything engaged. You're done in 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up. We finish these moves off. We got box squats, plank, and soccer run to go. So let's get ready for the box squat. 3, 2, 1, and go. We're getting a squat and then popping up. And again, this one is not a deep squat. It's not a high jump. Much like the plyo knee move, this is not about depth, it's about speed. So keep working hard on this one. You want to pop and turn 90 degrees and then turn back and then turn again the same direction and then turn back. So it's a left center, right center kind of move. and you've only got 5 seconds left. So keep popping and squatting here. 2, 1, and you're done. Now get down into the plank. You can take this even in the transition as part of the break before the plank. Get on your hands and knees and get up in the plank and go. So this high plank, your hands are under your shoulders, your elbows are straight, you've got your body engaged. Everything is nice and tight. You're going to keep a straight line from your shoulders all the way down to your heels. Drive those heels back away from your push. This helps maintain a straight body, and you breathe through this as you draw your belly button to your spine. This is your sort of last moment of relaxation before we burn it all out in the soccer run, our final move. 2, 1, and get on up and get ready to go. We're going to transition into the soccer run. Now, you know I've said this every single day. Work hard here. 2, 1, go. This is knees high and wide. Your feet pop up nice and high, and you swing those arms as you move, keeping a nice pace here that you can speed up at the end. I want you to try and go as fast as you can for the last 10 seconds, which is in 5 seconds from now. So keep moving. Move that nice brisk pace going now. So increase your speed, sprint it out. You want to run across this finish line. I want you to burn everything you've got left in the tank. 2, 1, and that's it. You're done. Your day 20 has been completed. There are 4 more days to go. 1 entire block, some fun new moves that are coming up, and I can't wait for it. We're rolling into Christmas in style and in fit health. So that's it for today. I hope you go and get a little stretch in because your legs are going to be burning. And that's it. Smile and sweat.